Students of English literature, today our topic is From an Elegy written in a country churchyard, that is written by Thomas Gray. Students, in this lecture 3 English version lecture, we will study the image created by the poet, that is the image of morning. Students, in this Gray uses the churchyard scene to invoke important images. As we have already told you, Gray's life was surrounded by loss and death, and many people that he knew died painfully alone. Student, in these stanzas, Gray favors those who are now our forefathers and lying buried in their narrow cells in their graves. Now he describes the death and the graves in the scene of the morning. Let's see stanza number 3. The breeze call the incense breathing morn. It means the light air of the morning which is blowing softly of incense breathing morn seems like a fragrant breathing of the morning. Now the poet compares the breeze of the morning with a fragrant breathing of the morning. You can say morning is personified here. The morning is breathing, and the breath of the morning is full of sweet fragrance, and that is blowing slowly. The swallow twittering from the straw-built shed, and the bird swallow is twittering from its nest because it is morning and the birds are chirping and happy. On the other hand, the cock's shrill clarion, cock, male hen, shrill, very sharp sound, clarion, the sound of the cock that you can listen in the rural areas who rear hens, or the echoing horn and the horn that are echoing on the roadsides. Now the poet invoking the scene, the poet creating the scene of the morning and describing the sweet breeze blowing in the morning that is like the fragrant breathing of the morning. In such a scene, the swallows are twittering from their nests, and the cocks are creating their sounds. They in a very loud and shrill sound, and the horns are echoing. No more shall rouse them from their lowly beds. Means the forefathers who are lying buried, who are lying dead in their narrow cell, will never ever rise from their graves. It means any charm of the morning, any sweet sound of the bird, any echoing horn or shrill clarion. Shrill clarion means the sharp sound of the trumpet. You can also say the sharp sound of the male hen will never ever rise these men, our forefathers who are lying buried in their narrow graves. Students, in this stanza, stanza number 4, the poet says, let not ambition mock their useful toil. In this stanza, the poet suggests that ambition mock their useful toil. Ambition here refers to the ambitious people. Mock means laugh at. There means the work of our forefathers. Useful toil means useful hard work. Let not. Here the poet advises the people of new generation that they should not laugh at the useful work of their forefathers. They should not laugh at their homely joys, means their simple joys, and their destiny obscure, means the persons whose destiny means fate obscure means not clear. Those fate was not clear, nor grandeur, means the person who are from this modern age. Here with disdainful smile, means those people of this modern age should not hear their heroic deeds with cunning smiles. The short and simple annals of the poor, their short span of time, and annals short record of their lives of the persons who were poor. Students, in these four lines, the poet tries to make the people who are ambitious, who are from this modern age, the poet is trying to make them understand, and the poet advises us not to laugh the useful work of those simple forefathers. We should not laugh at their simple joys, their simple future, their obscure and unclear future. We should not hear their deeds, their actions, their activities with hatred. We should not make fun of their short and simple records of life. Students, let not ambition mock their useful toil. There is a personification figure of speech in this line, because ambition is personified here. In this last stanza, students, the poet says, the boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all that beauty and all that wealth ever gave. Here the writer, the poet says, the boasting means all the things that people talk in a very grand way of their heraldry. Heraldry means of their vunch, of their dynasty, of their tribe, that they are born in higher society. And the boast of pomp of power, it means they should not exaggerate their power. They should not exaggerate their their luxury. They should not show off all these things. And all that beauty, they should not boast of their beauty. They should not boast of their wealth. And whatever they have, they must come to know that these things are waiting for the inevitable hour, and that inevitable hour is the death. It means those ambitious people should not boast that they are born in a high society, in a high dynasty. They should not boast of their power. They should not boast of their luxuries, because all that luxury, all that power, all that wealth awaits like an inevitable hour, that is death. Inevitable hour, the time that can't be postponed, the time that can't be controlled, I mean to death, because all these things are approaching to death at last. The paths of glory means whatever we have, the sources of our happiness are always going towards death, step by step. That's why the poet says, the path of glory lead but to the grave. It means everything that we are proud of are going a second after second to get ended. They are going to be finished, that is death. So the poet gives us a message that we should not laugh at others. We should not be proud of our riches, our higher status, our power, and our beauty, our smartness, because everything is leading us to the death, is leading us to grave. Students, in this way, this poem is remarkable because it gives us wisdom and make us remember death, that is the reality of life. Students, from the first stanza up to the last, the poet focuses on death. That's why it is given a name, an elegy written in a country churchyard. I hope you have gone through this poem very well, and you will make the most of it. Please share, like, and comment, and subscribe our channel Oracy Classes of English Language, and please keep on watching us. Thanks.